can you explain to the audience everything they need to know about GTober back active?
Okay, GTober is like, I've been dropping like for the last 2 years. I've been dropping like, I've been trying to drop in October. You know, this is my birthday month, so I was just like, it's GTober the whole month, you know what I'm saying? So, last year we dropped it like, we was late dropping it, we dropped it in December, but this year we was on time with it. And back active, it was like, last year, like I went through something, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm back, so we back active, we back working, we back doing visual, we back popping up in clubs, popping bottles, we back going crazy. We just back active, we back in the streets.
And before we dive into the entire body of work here,
Yeah.
let's talk about that moment there and open up about that. What was it that you experienced that took you off your trajectory, so to speak?
I had caught an illness, walking pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? So I had caught that, and it was like, it set me back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was in a coma for like 9 days. I was hospitalized for like 30-something days, and I had to go to rehab for like 2 weeks or something. I had to learn how to walk again and stuff. So they had kind of threw me back, and once I shook back from that, I went straight in the studio, like, cause I feel like, you know, people thought it was over for me. Shit, I even thought it was over. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I had to get back active. I had to look at my surroundings and get back to what I know to do. You know.
Now, for those in the audience that have heard of that phrase, pneumonia or walking pneumonia, but don't know exactly what that is or what that means, are you able to explain it?
Walking pneumonia is it's like it's something come from your lungs. You know what I'm saying? It's like you be cold, you be hot. It's like I can't explain it, but it's something about the lungs. Yeah.
And do you know how you even caught it?
They said it was from a bacteria that was in the jacuzzi. That I was in the Airbnb in the jacuzzi. You know, the jacuzzi seemed like it was clean, it looked clean, and plus we did our cleaning also before I even got in it, but I don't know. Like me and my homeboy had it at the same time, but mine was more severe. Mine was a more severe case than his, you know, cause I guess cause of my asthma or whatever. So he got out the hospital before me. They never got to ask me the questions that they asked him. And so over there in his hospital, they was asking him like, have you been out the country? Have you been near pools or jacuzzi or ocean or anything? And he was like, you know, he was just in the jacuzzi. And they were like, well, that's where it came from, a bacteria that was in the jacuzzi.
So curious here. All right, so you use the jacuzzi, but at what point do you start to feel symptoms? Was it something that was instant? Was it like a day later?
It wasn't right away. It was like probably like a day or two afterwards.
And what symptoms were you experiencing at the time?
Chills. I was actually in the bed. It was like probably 3, 4 in the morning. I jumped up out the bed. I had to throw up, vomit. So I went into the restroom. While I'm throwing up, I'm defecating at the same time. Like I'm over the sink, defecating and throwing up. So I knew something was wrong then. And I fell out. And that's when you know what I'm saying, my baby mama, she came in there and like, hey, look, I'm about to call the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for sure, clean me up, call them this road. So once I got to the hospital, it was like, instantly, man, they got on me. Because it was like, yeah. It was a crazy experience, I ain't gonna lie. I don't wish that on nobody.
Now, when it came to you going to the hospital and things of that nature, for some, even though you experience some of these details, like vomiting and defecating at the same time and things of that nature, there's still some people that might not even go to the hospital. They might hold up and wait and see if there's other signs or symptoms before they even make a decision like that.
I ain't trying to wait on the bus, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get to it, I gotta see what's going on.
And reason for asking you that was curious here, when you zoom out and think about this whole entire experience, do you think that saved you in essence by going to get medical attention or help as soon as you did instead of waiting even longer?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I feel like I would have died, bro. Like, if I ain't take active, if I ain't act on this situation right then and there, I won't be here to do this interview with you.
Now, when it comes to this coma, which you experienced for 9 days, as you mentioned, was this medically induced? Like, the medical staff put you under this coma to handle things with your body and so forth? Or was this just like a natural occurrence of what you
Yeah,
were
they
going through?
sedated me. They sedated me, so yeah, I think that's what they done it on their own to put me in this machine to levitate my body and move around for my lungs. It was crazy.
And when it comes to a coma like that, coma for 9 days, do they even tell you before they sedate you that you're about to be in this coma? Or
I don't even know if they told me or not. So I was on so much medication. I don't know if they let me know they about to. I'm gonna be out for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
so when you come to and you wake up, did you even know you were knocked out for 9 days? Did you?
No. So when I finally woke up, they asked me, you know where you at? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Miami. That what I was supposed to been going before I even, went to the hospital. I supposed to been getting up going, catching the flight going to Miami. So my whole mindset is still thinking, I done went to Miami and all that, like that's where I'm at. But nah, they were like, nah, bro, you such and such here in the hospital. And I was like, I'm like, damn. So I'm trying to, I can't even, I'm like, what the fuck? Like now I'm freaking out now. Can't move, can't. I was crazy, bro.
Did you have like tubes and all kinds of stuff in and
They
out
had
your
took
body?
the tubes out of me. They took the tubes out of me or whatever. But I couldn't go nowhere, bro. I couldn't move. I was still like that was crazy.
And learning how to walk again, what was that like?
That was hard. It wasn't so much as hard because I knew like I wasn't gonna let myself, you know, go away like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this rehab and I'm looking at all these people that's in there, trying to get right. I got to get right. I'm about to get right. Y'all better wake y'all legs. I'm talking to my legs. I'm doing so much. Y'all better wake up now. You know what I'm saying? So I get right.
And sounds like you took this stuff serious
Oh
because
yeah, you gotta take it serious, bro. You can't be playing like you can't play out here. You gotta take that serious.
sometimes, when it comes to physical therapy and things of that nature, there's some that don't take it serious. They'll half do it or,
Exactly.
and then they end up having prolonged issues later on in life because they didn't take care of the physical therapy right there and then like they should have and so on and so forth. But, at this point, with all things considered, now that you are far removed from the the coma and you've learned how to regain your walking and things of that nature, are you fully, excuse me, are you fully recovered here at this point? 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't leave the hospital until I was fully recovered. They wouldn't let me leave. I had to be 100% to leave. My lungs had to be all the way up and active for me to leave. Yeah.
And what about with the asthma scenario? Were you able to get that fixed, or has that been fixed with this whole entire situation as well?
I haven't been breathing as hard as I normally was at first. So I'm guessing like it calmed a lot. It calmed down a lot.
Now, also too, when it comes to how you look visually and physically here, um, talking normal, walking normal, things of that nature. As you got onto the elevator for this interview, didn't notice anything out of the ordinary as far as physicality there. But these scars on your face, was that a result of the scenario there?
Yeah, so once they put me in this little machine or whatever that I was in, when I was telling you they was rotating my body or whatever, they had put these I guess they was telling me that they put some gauze on my jaw or whatever, and I'm guessing it was for me to keep my mouth, shut or whatever. I don't know what it was for, but as I was in the machine, it was burning my skin. Like irritate my skin or burning it or whatever. But they didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So, because they had just put the gauze on her just to keep my mouth shut, I'm guessing. So when I got out, when I came out, I got scars on me, I'm burnt. I'm like, damn, what happened? And they were like, oh, it's gonna heal, it's gonna heal. Ooh. So, you know, it came out like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good, you know what I'm saying? I got a story to tell, I just use it to tell a story, you know?
Now, what do you take away from this whole experience, zooming out? What did you learn from this? What did this teach you? So on and so forth here.
Just don't take life for granted, bro. You can be out here the next day. You can be gone the next day, bro. So, you know, calculate your moves, man. You know what I'm saying? Move smooth. Don't be out here playing, you know, and just get right. Get your health right. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get your health right.
And speaking of your health, where is it at this point?
I'm on point. Like I be going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, some days I be lacking. I ain't gonna sit there and just cap on camera. Some days I lag, but I had to get out that mode, get myself back in that mode, and you know what I'm saying, go back in. But yeah, I be going to the gym. I be eating right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm intaking the right foods and all that.
And two more additional questions in regards to this before we break down this project even further. When it comes to, that whole entire experience as well, and you going through that coma for 9 days and, learning how to walk and stuff, was there some weight loss there as well with that entire
Yeah,
experience?
I lost a lot of when I got out the hospital. I lost a lot of weight. I gained a lot of weight back. You know what I'm saying? Because I had got back active. But while I was in the hospital, I think I lost like I lose like 20 some pounds or some shit like that. Yeah.
And not being funny here or anything as well, just conducting this interview with you here, as you're talking, just mention that physically everything seems to look normal and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. There has been a few times here asking you some of these questions that look like you might be, your head's like turning down or you might be nodding off for a second. Does that
Yeah.
have anything to do with?
Nah, man, I've been up 24 hours. And you know, we doing this super early, so you know, but I'm getting it done though, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with no drink, no none of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm on water. But yeah, nigga, he is sleepy though.
Got it. Just double checking there for those in the
Yeah.
audience here. Now, when it comes to this project, you already mentioned the title and broke it down and things of that nature, but do you consider this project an album? Do you consider this a mixtape? How do you look at this project? What do you classify this as?
I classify it as an album. You know, albums are mixtape nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got all original tracks on there. You know what I'm saying? We got features on there. So, yeah, this is an album. This is one of my best albums, you know, because coming from where I came from and then, you know, making that happen. So, yeah, I feel like this is one of my best work.
And you mentioned this is, this is part of a series. You've had a GTober
Yeah.
initially the year before, and
Yeah.
do you consider this a sequel, like a part two? It doesn't say part two, it just says, GTober.
Back active.
Yes, back active. But do you
Yeah.
consider this a sequel or a part two or a?
Yeah, I feel like this is like a part two, like a, you know, back, letting people know that I'm back on, I'm back in motion, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm back around, I'm back dropping, I'm back popping it, I'm back doing what I do, I'm back giving y'all G, you know?
And when it comes to that series there, the GTober series, thinking back for a moment to the original GTober, was that a title in and of itself that you came up with, or maybe someone coined for you, perhaps?
Yeah, I came up with it. Yeah. You know, like, so last year I did it in December. So I'm like GTober, like December, October, November, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just doing it. I did it like that, and I did it like I did it on like what, a day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas, me. I think it was something like that. And I did it like a giveaway. 200 some bikes, toys, you know, so this is my second annual this year. We're gonna do it again, even bigger.
And was that done in your city there of Memphis?
Yeah.
And, when it comes to making this a part two of a series and things of that nature, did fans or your base request that, for lack of a better phrase? Did they want another GTober? Did they ask for another GTober? Because you have other series and other
Yeah.
twos or part twos or volume twos that we'll talk about a little later in your discography. But was this something that they requested from you, or was this something you do on your own and give them?
Nah, I just feel like I need to put it back out there like GTober, you know, it's my birthday month. I want to drop on Halloween, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was.
And care to share your birthday while you're at it, just in case there's some misinformation online about you as well.
October 13th. Yeah.
And care to share your age at this point, too.
I'm a young nigga getting money.
Now, when it comes to the October 31st Halloween release date, was this the first time you've ever done that? Used that for a release date in
Yeah.
regards to your music?
Yeah.
And what was your thoughts on that, based on how everything's gone thus far? Using that as a release date, did you feel like there was a lot of people using that as a release date? It was too much going on? Do you look at that as, man, that was a great date to use? You would do that again in the future? How do you look at that?
Yeah, I'd do it again in the future. But it was like, it's challenging to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you drop it on the same day I'm dropping, okay, we can both support each other, bro. You know, I think me and Big Boogie did the same shit. Bro told me he was dropping on October. I knew I was dropping. I mean, he told me he was dropping on Halloween. I knew I was dropping in October, but I didn't know I was dropping on Halloween until he got to the nitty gritty. My team was like, come on, bro, we gotta go on. I'm like, fuck that, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So Big Boogie dropped on Halloween. I dropped on Halloween. Probably a little, some more people dropped on Halloween. I look at it like, bro, you my dog. I'm gonna support you. You support me. Hey, I ain't competing with you. You know, none of that. Let's do it.
Because aside from that, you know, just Halloween period, it's a lot going on for some folks on that holiday, or, you know, if it's not a holiday, for lack of a better phrase, they're using that verb there, or that description there. You know, sometimes people with so much going on a holiday or an eventful day, there might not be time to listen to music.
Yeah.
They might have to wait a day or two to...
But that's Halloween. Motherfuckers ain't trying to do nothing till nighttime, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was a good day to drop. You want to ride to something on Halloween, you want to ride to that gangster shit on Halloween, you want to, you know.
And as mentioned previously, this is a part 2 in the series. Is this the last installment of this series, or could there be others in the future with this?
Who knows, bro? Who knows? It depends on how I'm feeling. I might go GTober, you know, something else, you know what I'm saying? So, who knows, bro? But I know I'm about to do the deluxe, though. The deluxe going to come out in a couple of days. Probably like the 1st of December, some shit like that, yeah.
So you're confirming that here as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, in regards to the artwork here, just with the original project, not the deluxe, care to share some insight on the artwork at all? Why it looks the way it does? Is there any hidden meanings or facts there and things of that nature?
Basically, I was doing a photo shoot while the TVs was behind me and shit. And I was just, when I was doing it and when I was doing the photo shoot, I'm like, oh, man, this can be a good album cover, you know, putting the things I'm back doing in the TV, which is, you know, working out. I'm in the studio doing some shit that's back active, you know, showing the people that this is what I got going right now. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm on. We ain't stopping it, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep pushing. So that's what I was feeling like when I was taking the picture, and I just brought it to my team and told them my vision, how I wanted it. They made it work.
And as much press and media coverage as you've done for this project thus far, are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to it that's never been publicly mentioned here with this?
Oh, what, like what?
This project. Has there been anything that hasn't been said yet? Any secrets, any tea, so on and so forth with this project?
Nah, everything basically self-explanatory. Like when I got out the hospital, I went straight to it in the house. I did I recorded all the songs in the house, in my house. Yeah, I recorded every last song in the house. I probably brushed them up in the studio, but I recorded all the songs in my house, in my studio.
So you have a home studio?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later in this as well. And, you know, in regards to this project here, you mentioned you were in a coma and then you had to learn how to walk again and things of that nature. How long after you recover from this do you actually touch the studio or music again?
How long?
Yeah, like how long after the coma do you, like, for example, I believe when Kanye West was in his car accident, when he made that song Through the Wire, he was working on music as he was in the hospital room type of thing. Were you thinking about music at all while you were in the hospital? Or
That's why when I got out the hospital, I went straight to it. Like I already had the, while I'm in the hospital, while I'm laying, you know what I'm saying, in there by myself sometimes, I'm thinking of music, I'm thinking of hooks, I'm thinking of what type of beats I want to hear on my, you know what I'm saying? Thinking of concepts, how I want to do it, visuals on videos. I just had it all planned out. And when as soon as I got to the house, I'm talking about, I hit the engine up, hey, bro, pull up. He couldn't believe it. I can walk, but I'm barely walking, getting in the, you know, but I'm recording. He like, bro, you sound better. Like, you sound, I'm like, bro, you think I sound better? Or you think I wasn't feeling it? He like, bro, I'm telling you, you sound way better. So once I recorded one of the songs, then I started pitching it out, letting my people hear it around me, like how I sound. They like, bro, you sound different. Like motherfucker was telling me I was sounding different, but it was like harder, like, you know, so I don't know.
Was there any thought, though? I mean, as much as you had going on in the hospital room, in the hospital, and things of that nature, was there any thought on, hey, guys, bring a makeshift studio to the hospital? I want to, I want to voice some things out, or put some things out vocally, or was there any?
I ain't gonna lie, like when I was in the hospital, I had so many visits, bro. It was looking like the club. Like I ain't have time to say, hey, y'all, like I ain't want to be rude because people was coming to see me, bro. And I had a lot of prayers praying over people praying over me. So it was like I ain't want to be rude and say, I don't want to see nobody today. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just embraced it all, you know what I'm saying? It was like so much love, and there were the nigga be missing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was so much love coming in. I just was embracing it and just feeling the love. I was cool with it, bro. Like I wasn't tripping on the studio. I just knew once I got back to moving, that was gonna be my first thing to do.
And it's different strokes for different folks here, right? So, some recording artists have done that sort of thing in the hospital, like a Kanye West.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned here, with you and your situation, it sounds like you have a big family and a lot of support, and
Yeah.
you were more so using your hospital stay and things of that nature towards that. When there's some others that might not have as an extended family as you or as much support, so maybe they do those sort of musical things when they're in the hospital with time. So understandably so, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
minimize that or, desensitize those in the audience from that. Just curious on, what your outlook was musically and things of that nature. But sounds like you kept a lot of that, the brunt of that, once you touched back home and things of that nature.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, gotta ask you this, because it is 2025 now. Was there any AI technology used in the creation of this project at all?
Not that I know of. Nah.
Just curious, gotta
Yeah.
ask. And, when it comes to AI technology, it's not just a vocal thing or a lyrical thing. There's, mixing tools when it comes to the audio. There's,
See, that's why I say I really don't know. Because I don't know if somebody I don't even know. Why they mixing it, they probably threw a little, I don't know.
but as far as you know, your own knowingness, nothing AI
From
from
me,
your end. Yes,
yeah.
correct. What is your opinion on that at this point? AI and AI technology in music?
I mean, bro, my opinion really don't even matter to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just feel like, bro, it's always gonna be something new going on in the world. Technology is gonna keep growing. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't even nothing I feel like I should be, speaking on.
And just asking because there's a major debate with that, but that's okay. No problem there. Now, as far as the length of this project, it is 16 tracks. Why that amount for this one here?
It really was 15. So I added Free Memphis like at the end of the end. It was like a bonus track for me because I was like, I wanted to get an expression off right fast because, how they paint a bad city a bad picture of my city. Right now they got the National Guards down there, they got feds, they got everybody in Memphis right now, all the people, you know what I'm saying, they pulling everybody over left and right. They taking you to jail. The jails are overcrowded. So I just wanted to be a voice for the people right quick, free Memphis, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I can't write no letter to Trump and he see this and, I respect it, but I know my audience, once they hear it, they'll be like, okay, they see where I'm coming from. And you know, Mike can change it. But yeah, the jails are overly crowded right now, bro. Overly, it's sad. Like people going down there fighting over a corner to sleep in, you know? And how I'm knowing is because I have partners that since the National Guards or whatever been there, they went to jail, you know what I'm saying? Bro, why they like, oh, bro, they locking me up for my tent. Your tent? How long you stay there? Oh, bro, I was down there 2 weeks. 2 weeks, why? Oh, bro, they ain't got nowhere to stay, they ain't got no beds, they ain't got no, ooh. I'm like, what? It's crazy, bro. It's just crazy. But they still locking people up every day. They lock like 200-300 some people up every day.
What's been the response to this song of yours, Free Memphis?
Yeah, like, what you mean by free Memphis? What you mean by free Memphis? And then once they hear it, oh, you own or something. You know what I'm saying? They be like, you own or something. Because, like I say, it's bigger than what they telling us, bro. They ain't just down there for, you know, the crime. You know, it's something bigger than it. We just like, they ain't talking about it. And they going over our heads with it. But it's, you know.
Now, when it comes to local politics and things of that nature, is that something you foresee in the future at all yourself?
I don't deal with politics, bro. I just had a moment, had an expression to get out my chest right quick, had something to say right fast.
Got it. Didn't know if you saw yourself being the mayor of Memphis in the future.
I'm gonna leave that to Obama. I'm gonna leave that to one of my partners, Kamari. I call him Obama. I'm gonna leave that to Kamari. He gonna be the mayor of the city. Mark my word.
Now, when it comes to these 16 tracks, was there, the original question was why 16? And you mentioned it was originally 15, but you added that bonus there as you feel. But why even that amount there? Because some go a little less, like 12 for an album or a mixtape vibe. Some do a little more, like 18, maybe 21. Why 15, 16 there?
I just feel like I had a lot to get out my chest. You know, all them are brand new original songs that was made less than 30 days. You know what I'm saying? By me being in the studio, I might go do 3 songs today, 4 songs tomorrow, 3 the next day, you know what I'm saying? So it's just really, I was going in there and getting, you know what I'm saying, getting to it.
And all these songs as well were after the Coma.
Yeah, every last one of them.
Didn't use any old material from before the Coma.
Man, we started fresh. We're gonna start right now. We doing this, come on, let's do it.
So for those fans of yours that have listened to your previous bodies of work and want to, especially the nerds out there, the music nerds that sonically are into this sort of thing, they can see if they can hear the difference between maybe your pre-Coma stuff and your after-Coma stuff.
Yeah, they on point with it.
And how many tracks did you have to choose from originally before you land on the final 16 here?
Like I say, it was 15 tracks. It was 15 tracks.
Yeah, but how many did you have to choose from? Was it like 100 that you had recorded after the Coma and you narrowed it down? Was it 50? Was it?
Yeah, I recorded like 20 something songs. That's why I say like the deluxe is gonna make it right.
Got it.
Yeah.
But for you, how did you go about that narrowing process from the 20 or so to the final 16?
Like I say, bro, I was in the studio and I heard this beat and I was like, man, and I was watching the news and I'm about to speak on that right quick. Let me speak on that right quick. And then the dude who did the beat was Z-Boy. He an in-house producer. I was like, why not put it on the app? You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely understand that. But I mean, from like the 20 tracks that you had recorded to the final 16, how did you go about narrowing or cutting out?
I narrowed it down.
Yeah. What was your process?
My bros, I let my bros hear the songs and be like, yeah, I feel like you think this should go on the tape? You think this is going to tape? You know what I'm saying? I send them, everybody, I ain't got nothing like 3-4 bros. I send them a page, let them listen to it. And they come back and like give me y'all honest feedback, which songs y'all think should go and what song. So bro might send me 5 songs. He might send me 5 songs he thinks should go. You know what I'm saying? And I sit back and make the magic happen.
And what about the track list? Who puts the actual track list together for this project?
Kamario. Kamario put the track list together.
Do you know what his process or his insight was or his why he chose the track list the way it does, or?
Um, it's like when I put them together, I send them out to him like, bro, you pick your order. I send them out to you pick your order. You know what I'm saying? Send them out to my brother, you pick your order, and then we'll all analyze it together and be like, well, we feel like this should go right here. You know, like Danjo wanted me to put he had a song that I did. He wanted me to use as the intro, and I had another song that I wanted to use as the intro. And me and him debating. So everywhere he go, he like, bro, play the joint I want to be the intro. I play it. I don't care where we at. He was like, what y'all think about this joint? Motherfucker be like, yeah, this joint. So I was like, let me play the joint I want to be the intro. Oh, G, I see what you saying, though, G, this your her, you know what I'm saying? So it be little shit like that we come together and make it happen.
Well, are you able to at least kind of describe the sonically how this project rides? So, for example, for some recording artists, it's like a roller coaster. It's an up and down effect. Like one song is up, the next song vibe is down, up, down, like a roller coaster. For others, it's like a smooth transition. Like a few songs have a certain vibe, transitions to another few songs that have a certain vibe, transitions to another song that has a certain vibe. Then some start fast, project ends slow, and then some projects are like a storyline, like a movie from beginning to end, telling a story from the first song to the last song. So how would you describe this project as far as sonically how it rides?
I feel like it's a vibe, bro. Let the people tell you it's no skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you play in it, you gonna listen to the intro for like 7 times before you go to the second track. You gonna be like, hold on, this nigga, he talking this shit, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody in the car with you gonna be like, hey, bro, run it back. Mark my words, bro, run it back. Run it back until you even get to the second song. So the fans, they say I got no skills, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is what I got, no skills. Like, you ain't finna go to the next song. Cause you're gonna have to play the next song a few more times before you get to the next song.
Now, be that as it may, do you have a personal favorite song out of these 16? As far as that no skipping policy is that you describe.
My favorite song, well, two of my favorite songs on there is which is the intro, the one you know what I'm saying? And then I got a junk called Ball. And Ball was one of the first songs I made when I got out the hospital. Because I was like, bro, we got one like to live, bro. We got a ball, bro. Like, this shit can be over the mark. Like, I don't care what you doing. And balling ain't necessarily having money balling. Balling is just living and having fun, enjoying life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need to be balling, bro. Like, we ain't got time to be worried about what we gon' we need to be balling, bro. We need to be smiling, having fun, living life. We ain't gotta be tired to be worried about no bullshit. We ain't got time to be worried about what girl, fucking what nigga. You know, we ain't got time for that type of energy. We need to ball, go hard.
And do you recall the producers behind either of these songs, the intro or Ball here?
The intro, I think it was a young guy named Lil Key, and Ball was Cal Money. Yeah.
Now, favorite or not, what's your most honest song on this project?
My most honest song, Don't Shed No Tears. Don't Shed No Tears, yeah. One of my honest songs on there. But I ain't gonna lie, man, most of them songs on there are honest. Like, I ain't sugarcoating nothing, I ain't fabricating nothing. It is what it is. You gonna get G, bro. You gonna get me in my high, you gonna get me in my low, you know what I'm saying? You can hear songs on there when I'm vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? You hear songs when I'm on there when I'm in my feelings about somebody, you know? So you gonna get the real.
But this song in particular, care to share what that song's about for those in the audience hearing about it for the first time?
Don't Shed No Tears is like, man up, bro. You might not be who you at right now, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna cry about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna cry about nothing, man. We ain't gonna shed no tears about nothing, bro. We gonna keep on pushing through it. And then one of the ones, like, and then I'm talking to like my son in the song too, letting them know like, man, listen, bro, you ain't got to You your own leader. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to follow behind nobody. You cool yourself. You know what I'm saying? What he doing might be cool, but you're cooler. You know what I'm saying?
And do
Yeah.
you recall who produced that beat as well?
I want to say Raymond. Yeah. Shout out to Raymond, man.
And winding down the questions here on this body of work, when it comes to the features, you have 5 on this project. Do you have a favorite out of the 5 here?
Uh,
Favorite feature from this project?
my favorite features is me and D Moolah, really. Me and D Moolah, the perfect time, because it's like, that's my little brother, bro. And you know what I'm saying? He in a good space right now with his career right now. So it's like, he be busy, I be busy, you know what I'm saying? But when we lock in, we lock in. We might go do, we not getting in the studio doing 1 or 2 songs, me and D Moolah. We're gonna do like 4 or 5 songs. And we narrowed them 4 or 5 songs down to their own perfect time, because it's the perfect time right now, bro. You lit, I'm lit. Let's do this.
And just curious here, how many unreleased songs are there between you two at this point?
Me and D Moolah unreleased.
Yeah.
We got a tape. We got a tape on the low. Like, we can put the tape out right now. We feel like, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't sense for us to put the tape out right now, we can be able to do that.
Now, I know you're speaking figuratively here, but literally, is that something you two have actually discussed?
Oh yeah. He want them over. If it was left to me and him, we'll drop them over today. But you know, we gotta get the shit right. You know, make it right for the both of us. But if it was left for me and him to do it, we'll drop that over today. And we plan on dropping it. You know, when he drop his album and he do his thing, we'll probably come back with it. You know what I'm saying? And G and Moolah, 2 peas in a pot. You know.
And, zooming out, I asked you previously, what did you take away or what did you learn from the whole walking pneumonia experience and that sort of thing? But similar question here, but in regards to this project itself, what have you learned about yourself through the creation and release of just the project here?
I learned it like nothing can't stop me, bro. Like, I don't care what it is, bro. No matter what situation I'm in, no matter what I'm going through, you know, I'm always bounce back from it and go harder. So nothing can't stop me, bro.
Now, winding down the questions here even further. Now, I normally say, 5 reasons for this next question, but because this is like a part 2 or a volume 2 or whatever, a next installment, we'll say 2 here for this next question. But can you give the audience 2 reasons to listen to this body of work?
Okay, first of all, I feel like y'all should listen to me because I got a story to tell. That's first of all. And then, second of all, it's G, bro. Like, it's me, bro. Like, we ain't fabricating nothing in this music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once you put it in, you're going to get addicted. You know what I'm saying? This shit like a drug, bro. You're gonna become a fan. You're going to get addicted. You're gonna want more and more of this shit. And I'm going to give you more and more of this shit. I ain't one of the ones that's finna lay up or lay off on this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some shit might happen to where I can't drop or something like that, but guess what? I'm gonna always come back and drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna come back and deliver. You know, certain things might happen in between, you know what I'm saying? Like what just happened, you see what I'm saying? Like anything can happen, but guess what? I'm gonna always deliver though. When I come, I'm coming.
Anything else here in regards to this project?
I ain't gonna lie, I just want the people to just go get it. Go feel me on it, you know what I'm saying? Just go tap into my world one time, you know what I'm saying? I promise you I ain't gonna be disappointed, you know? I don't give a fuck if you in New York, you in Philly, you in Spain. Go tap in.
And I also I also want to ask you one more follow-up question, just to this whole ordeal in regards to the coma scenario, the walking pneumonia, and things of that nature. Now, you have what seems to be a very positive attitude, especially like with the scars on your face. You're turning a negative into a positive. Adding this to your story and things of that nature. And just curious here though, because as positive as you look at this scenario and as much as you're taking it into stride, you know, there's some people that would look at it in the opposite way. They would want to,
Downfall.
well, they would want to sue the hospital,
Yeah.
sue the medical
Yeah.
staff, sue the Airbnb,
Yeah.
this, that, and the third. Has there been any thought on that
You
aspect?
know, there's been thoughts on it, but it's like, man, bro, you know, sometimes you gotta thank God, bro, that you're still here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta thank God. But you know, it been thoughts on, you know, my family. Well, no, you know, I guess people want me to be sad about the scars, but it's like, most people think I get shot. Most people think somebody out of never knew this close up on me and shoot me. My face is never gonna happen, bro. Like, we can stop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm too, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I guess people want me to feel sad about the situation or some shit, you know? Sometimes they can look at me and be like, damn, like, I laugh about it. I'm like, damn, they fucked me up. But at the same time, they ain't fucked me up because I feel like it should just make me stronger. But should just make me, you know, I got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? It ain't stopping nothing. It ain't stopping no. It ain't stopping nothing, man. I ain't gonna lie. They, you know, the girl, you know, it's even more than that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't stopping shit, bro.
And just curious here, when it comes to the scars, have you also done any research or looked into it any further on maybe having a way for this to even be further
Yeah, I
fixed
go to
and
the
things of that nature?
dermatologist. I see a dermatologist like every other month. You know what I'm saying? They do a little injection and shit. They try to get it right or whatever.
So this is something in the future that could maybe even be
Maybe.
gone at some
You know what I'm
point.
saying? We just take the young approach and wrong. Like, you know, some of this shit be, you never know. I might know, you know what I'm saying? They saying it can, but hey, the doctor told me one ain't gonna be on it. Like, it's gonna it's a nigga game, you know what I'm saying? So hey, you never know. My family want me to get on their ass for the shit. My family want me to do them bad. I ain't like, yeah. Because it was nothing that, I didn't come in there like it. You see what I'm saying? How the hell I come out of it like it? Some y'all did. Some y'all, you know what I'm saying? We might, you know, you never know.
And you know, when it comes to God here, you mentioned that as well. Do you, just curious, do you follow a religion by any chance?
I'm a Christian for sure. Yeah. My grandmas and my granddad's aunties, uncles and shit, you know what I'm saying? Praying for me. They pray for me, bro. Like, praying for me like never before. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people praying on me, praying for me, you know what I'm saying? When I was going through my situation. My partners, grandmas, you know, everybody that loves G, they can't stop about it. You know, even if they ain't see me physically, they were praying for me, you know what I'm saying? So every time I run, even people I don't even know when they see me, bro, right, bro, I'm so glad bro, I was praying for you, bro. Like, I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? I needed all prayers, I ain't gonna lie. I needed all prayers.
And speaking of these family members you mentioned, like grandparents, things of that
Yeah.
nature, is this both sides of the family here that you know, brought you or raised you through Christianity, or is this mother side, father side that you're
Nah, it's
referencing?
both sides. It's both sides. Like I never met my mom. I never met my grandma. She died like when my mom was having me or whatever. But my dad, mom, all they whole side, Christian. My mom was a Christian too. Like my family and my brothers, sisters, all of them. You know what I'm saying? We believe in one thing, bro.
And does it get any more specific under that religion there, like a specific branch or denomination under Christianity?
How would you mean?
Like sometimes people will go even more specific and consider themselves Roman Catholic or
Oh
Baptist, or
yeah.
but they're all under the Christian brand. I mean
Baptist,
Christian umbrella.
Baptist.
Okay.
Yeah,
And again, that's how you were raised.
that is how it's right. Don't get it twisted. Like I don't get into, you know, other people's religion. I don't care what people got going. I don't. It's just G we talking about right here. Like, so I just want to clear it up because people have, you know, they'll mix your words like shit. I don't care about what nobody else got going on.